we'd done all the old songs in, like, in chronological order, but they just weren't going for it at all. Actually, my brother and I started on the radio show, and we were on radio, I guess, for about 4 or 5 years. It was sort of a natural progression to the television show, and we were on that for 14 years, and we literally grew up, you know, on television. Well, I'd always been interested in music, and it was really my idea to make my first record. And they used to score the show on one of the sound stages, and I recorded a song that was a hit by Fats Domino called I'm Walking. I'm walking. Nobody realized the power of television at that time and the exposure that it really had. And within a week's time, it sold 1 million records, much to my surprise and everyone else's. The very first live performance that I ever did was the Ohio State Fair. I remember walking out there to all these people, and I was shaking so badly, I thought, you know, what am I doing here? I mean, there were about 20,000 people there, and it was just myself. And all these people started coming at us, and the whole fence went down, and that kind of relates back to to my beginning, which was back when all those things were happening, the screaming and you know, tearing at your clothes. And all of a sudden, everything was English that was being played. In a way, it was a difficult time for me, but in another way, it really gave me a chance to get back to myself a little bit and try to get myself together. The 60s were really a transitional period for me, because about 1969 is when I decided to form a group of my own after going through all these different types of things, like, you know, production albums and things like that. And so I decided to go back to what I knew about, and that was a self-contained kind of group. And so I formed a group called the Stone Canyon Band. Did you ever want to go where you've never been before?
In this promotional film, directed by his brother David, Rick sings one of his...
I got into writing songs a lot during that time, and my idol as far as a writer is Bob Dylan, who I think was really the spokesman for that period, you know, and the country was really going through a lot of changes politically, and I really think he was the poet of that era. So I really tried to emulate Bob Dylan as a songwriter, and I recorded one of his songs titled She Belongs to Me. So I started thinking about it, and it was really a positive thing that happened and not a negative thing at Madison Square Garden. I think if I had been accepted, I would have been in trouble, you know, because I was just doing nothing but old songs and not contributing anything as far as writing and things like that. So that's where that line, you can't please everyone, you got to please yourself. I really feel that's true. You have to feel good about yourself before you can give anything to anybody else.